We're gonna get this started. So, hey, it's Sherry Fredericks. Welcome to the Dream Achievers Zoom. It's been weekly team meetings. I'm excited to see you here. What we're gonna do tonight is I'm just gonna briefly go over a couple things because I know you guys can all look online. And then we're gonna dive in again into the online parties because now I'm doing them in groups and I have some tips to share with you and I'm gonna share the screen. Okay, first, raise your hand if you have you registered for Party Palooza? Everybody? Cheryl?
Woo-hoo.
Angie?
Not yet, but I plan to.
Okay. Cheryl, are you going to? Yes? Yeah, okay. So the deadline is June 30th for any kind of recognition. I'll put on the team page, if you don't do it before June 30th, what happens. But to remind you, there's I know you guys can look, there's 3 levels. I would do the 99 over the 49 because you're going to get $50 in free product and get a catalog. But of course, there's 199. That's one I'm doing. And then there's a $25 leader session. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But I do think you want to register by June 30th. The concept is then you get that box that you'll be able to look at while they're going through it. So that'll be a heck of a lot more fun. Any questions on that? Okay. Talked about the Get Cooking Challenge, 1 week left of that. Sales incentive, how's it going on earning the shoes and all that cool stuff? You guys have any questions on that? Angie, have you earned the shoes yet?
No, I got the socks, but I started 5 Tastefully Simple parties today. And I have 2 going before that and 1 before that. So I'm hoping. I have like my little goal sheet.
I saw you post. Yeah, I saw you post that on Facebook, so I'm like, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, so.
You're on it. You're on it. Excellent. Okay. Then briefly, sponsoring incentive. Just to remind you, it's now till the end of the month. Who do you know that would like to join? It's $99. They need to get to $250 by July 15th, and they get that $99 back. Anybody working with anybody on that? Katie, awesome. You know, honestly, I'm a little delinquent on that. I'm not talking to anybody right now. I need to. So there's still plenty of time to get on the phone, to email somebody, to private message somebody. With our online parties, you guys, there's no reason why people, they can't use that as a reason. I don't have time. I don't like to stand in front of people. I don't know anybody. They can do online parties. So I just really encourage you to reach out and offer that opportunity. Okay, any questions on anything that's going on? Just here's your opportunity to ask. Okay, I did talk to Margaret today. I bet some of you are like, when's this stuff coming back in? We're out of a few things still. And no update. The strawberry shortcake is supposed to be the week of July 7th, or maybe on July 7th. Right now we're still out of the nanas, the almond, the drink buckets, and the seasoned pepper. This is the first time this has ever happened, but obviously with COVID.
Nanas was still there, no?
What's that, Ange?
I thought I saw nanas, but it's not.
No.
Ugh. It's making parties really hard.
Lemon pump is out too.
Oh, the sunny lemon, yep, okay.
Yeah.
So anything else?
The seasoned pepper.
Yep, the seasoned pepper. So here, obviously, is my best advice on your parties. Do not talk about those products.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started my online party journey, 3 months ago, it was all about the almond pound cake, and then it was all about the nanas, and then it was, then at least I can talk about the strawberry shortcake. Nope, can't talk about that. So now, don't talk about the products that we're not selling. That we don't have available, because you're just creating unnecessary problems. So focus. What's that?
Did you say key lime? Is that coming back? Do you know?
We don't. I would love to see it come back, but at this point, no.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. I don't know why they don't bring it back. We sold out of it on the 16th. It's fantastic.
Yes. That was
amazing. Yeah. I wish it did, but at this point, no. But like I said, just focus on a different dessert or focus on a different seasoning, and it is what it is. Okay.
Can I ask you a question for the hosts? Are they gonna get the watermelon bucket or did they sell them out?
So they put enough aside for the host, the June host stuff.
Yeah.
But I did ask some, hopefully they can honor that. I mean, that's what they said. They put enough aside.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
Still time to treat your host to this. This is a really lucrative June host special. Has anybody had their host get the phone call for the $25?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Well, let's hopefully that happens to the team. $25 extra when they say happy birthday. So
I had it happen like 10 years ago. And they got, 250, I think, or 125, and I got 125.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that was big.
Nice. Okay, any more comments or questions on that? Okay, so let's roll into online parties. So I am going to first share my screen on Tastefully Simple. Where are we, Tastefully Simple? That's my consultant. What the heck, that dang thing time. Okay, I'm just gonna, bear with me. How do I, dang it, why is it not available? I had it on when, crap, I was talking with you. Okay, speaker view. Nope. Can anybody get on to, is anybody in front of, just bear with me, you guys. Exit full screen. Okay, I'm on it. I am on this. The funny, here it is. Okay, now it's there. Now I need to bring it back to, here we are. Okay. Can you see it? Sorry for that. I honestly had that pulled up. Okay, so obviously we all know how to set up a party. And I just want to remind you, do not use TS Party Online. Does everybody know that?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Tammy, do not use that.
Crap. I just set one up. Can I go in and change it?
We have to delete it and start over. And I apologize. I was on a call with Diamond Leaders. I'm like, Jill, can you not just get rid of it? And she goes, I know it seems like it would be easy to do, but I can, at this point, no. But you do not, oh, dang it. You do not want to use it. You can use Mix and Mingle. You can use Catalog. I usually use Catalog for an online party. This was an old thing that we had and they need to get rid of it, but you don't want to use it because a lot of times the links don't work. So Tammy, sorry, you just got to delete it and start over.
Okay, I've already placed an order on that party.
Okay.
I haven't had any problems with it though, because I've done it on all 3 of my online parties.
Oh, really? Okay.
I
Well,
don't know, but it seems to be working and people are getting in.
Okay.
the only
But
thing you could,
I won't use it going forward.
yeah, don't use it going forward. There you go. Okay, so good. I'm glad that we know that. So just make sure your team knows that. Okay, so I'm going to go into one of my parties and I want to ask you guys if your hosts, we're going to go to Bridget. I've got Bridget and Nadine this week. How many of you talk about, and we're going to get into the online thing, but to me, this is like basic stuff. How many of you guys talk about the party planner with your host? Anyone? Okay. So I'm going to encourage you. Do you see on the screen where it says resend host email?
Mm-hmm.
So click on that. Tastefully Simple sends it to our host automatically. 9 times out of 10, they don't get it or they don't see it. So all you have to do is copy and paste that. You know how to do that. Copy, paste it, email it to them. This is the party planner. They can go in there and invite people. Some do, many don't, email. But not everybody's on Facebook. But what I really like about this, you guys, is they can see who has ordered.
Nice.
So a lot of times our hosts go, or my host would be like, well, I can't, I just don't know who's ordered on my party. Can you tell me? I gotta let this other person in. And it's like, sure, I can tell you, but let's get this party planner activated so you can see yourself. So just reset. So remember, go resend host email and just copy and paste this and get it out to them in a separate email from you and say, it says party, this is your party planner, and you need to get in there and you'll be able to see who's ordered. Then they can see their host rewards. So you definitely want to do that. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, so we covered a couple things. I just gotta make sure that Amy got in. Okay, so now let's move to, why am I struggling with this? Let's move to my actual party. Oh man, you would think that I've never done this before. Exit full screen. Why is this driving me nuts?
It's because we're all watching you.
I know. Well, I hit exit full. Okay, I'm going to this. Okay, here's Facebook. Okay, so here we are. Get out of all this stuff. You guys can't see it, but I am gonna go. Well, I'll let you see this. Okay. Oh my word. Okay. Admit, and then I've got people. Okay. Share screen. Okay. So here we are again. So now we're on my personal Facebook page. So remember I said I used to do parties in my business page. Remember that's what I was promoting a couple months ago. I was doing them in events. And I said, I mean, if you guys want to go back and look, you can go to my business page and you can go back. This is a party coming up. I have an actual tasting party on Thursday, but you can go back and look at any of my events, you guys. Okay. I have now switched and I am doing them in a group and it's public. And I'm going to show you Karen. Am I going to show you Karen's? No, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you Karen's. I'm going to show you Karen Costa's Tastefully Simple online party. So a couple really important things. So you see where it says public group. This cover page I did in Canva. That way it just tells them right there. You can see the announcement, which has the, you know, how for them to order, and you can just make that an announcement. You guys know how to do that, right? So it's always on the top. A couple really important things here is host coaching. I kind of thought most people knew how to do online parties. No. You really, really, really want to talk to your person over the phone to make sure they know how to add people to their party. Now, do you see where I scroll down and there's 65 members? Now, that really is not legit because I can see Scarlett, I can see Lisa, I can see Sheila, Twyla, Wendy, even Nadine. I used it as a place for a potential host to say, hey, go see what I'm doing. And then she's like, sure, I'll do a party. But when she was doing the party, there were 51 people. So if you're doing a party and you only have 12 people in your group, that's what this number would say, you got to kick up the host coaching. So here's one way to help your host. And perhaps you already know how to do this, but do you see this share button? On your phone, if your host is working off of her phone, it's going to say invite. So I want your host to click on the share, or if it's off their phone, invite. Now this says share on your timeline. So they could share this link on their timeline. I could share that link on her timeline, but I want her to share it in a private message. Because I know you guys realize a lot of times, you know, like here I only have 11 notifications. Sometimes I've had 50 to 60 to 80. And honestly, I do not look at all my notifications. I'm pretty sure I'm not abnormal. So people get invited, but they may not see it. So This is so cool. I'm going to pick on Angie. I'm going to send this. You can put in a little message. Hope you, oh, my computer is so slow, can join us. So Angie, I'm going to send that to Angie. And Angie's going to get in her private message, you can see below. Look at that. You can have that host type any little message. And now Angie, who is my friend, who I invited to my group Tastefully Simple party, never said she was coming, probably because she didn't see it. Almost everybody looks at the private message. So now she can just click on that and boom. So you can for sure do this to your host. And then when you host coach, you can tell her how easy it is. Now, a lot of people are working off their phone. So it's similar, but it just says invite. They click invite and it will let them do the same thing. Any questions on that? Okay, then you will notice, and afterwards we're done here. If you want to message me, I'd be happy to invite you to this. I do, for the most part, number my posts. And I only do, okay, here's like, this particular party I think only had 15 posts and they're pretty much the same. But party post 15, who likes to save money? And that's what I'm talking about. Oh, there must have been more than that because I have to get shopping. This host was really good about thanking her people. If I try to do the same thing, this welcome one is just on Get Social. And when I thank them, I see, here's a thank you. Thank you, whoever. I grab their orders. I'm sure some of you do this because I've talked about it before. And then I share a recipe featuring one of the products they bought. So it's a really good idea. That way they, oh, hey, I'm going to click on, oh, that's in, look at all these dang recipes. So that's definitely a tip I learned from somebody else. And then I usually just wrap it up at the end. So I do my parties Tuesday to Friday. They have the weekend, FYI, I say FYI, they have the weekend to order, and then we usually close it that Tuesday if possible. But here I wrapped it up on that, I don't know, the 6th, on that Tuesday, and sometimes it's a little bit longer, but this was a really good party, so I shouted out, you know, where she was at. I was talking to Kim Leopardo today, and she reminded me how important it is to remind your people about notifications. So Nadine Fredericks, who's my husband's cousin's wife, now look at, she's only at 17. This morning she was at 12. So I'm hoping ideally you get 30 to 50 people on that party, because as you know, it's different than a tasting party. When you have people in a home, pretty much everybody orders. On an online party, not everybody orders. So really you want 30 to 50 people on here. But anyway, here's Sheila. This is what we were talking about earlier. This is on Get Social, or you can just grab it. I can grab whatever, I can send it to you. And you want to make sure they know this, because even yourself. So it just means when you click on notifications, see how it says all posts? Sometimes people just have it highlights friends posts and suggested posts. You even want to make sure as the host that you've got notifications set to get all posts, because otherwise they won't see everything. So any questions on that? Nothing? Okay.
You said you use your personal page now.
Yep, as you can see, it's a group and it's public. That way they can search for it in the search bar. Mm-hmm. I don't have her address. I don't have her phone number. I'm not worried about it. Mm-hmm. So I tell you what, Angie, Mark P, I cannot say his last name, joined Tastefully Simple a year ago, April. 1 year and 1 month, he promoted to the top level of Tastefully Simple, Angie. What did he do? He's a teacher, has 4 kids and a wife. he does all online parties.
Hmm.
So and he did that before COVID, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's
right.
was really his jam. Okay, I want to show you something else that's really important. Do you see see where my arrow button is here? Oh, it's not going to show up until I do something. Okay, let me back up a second. Do you guys know you can schedule posts on a group?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Tammy knows that. Mark actually uses ScentShare and Canva, but I think maybe because when he started, Tastefully or Facebook did not let you schedule. So I'm just gonna do this. Can't wait to share TS starting or tomorrow. I'm gonna delete it anyway. Okay, so right here. Okay, so there must be a little. I can't wait. Okay, so you following me? See this little clock down here? So all I'm gonna do is schedule this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, today's the 22nd. Usually it's an hour out. I can change the time. I'm just gonna leave it at 9:22, and I'm gonna schedule. So you see the little clock down here? Is that
Mhm.
not the coolest thing ever?
I
put-
love it.
Yeah, so it's such a fun, easy way to make it happen. So you can see, there it is, and it's gonna go at 9:22. I can go back in and see it, and if I want, I can delete it. Which I probably will when we're done, because I can't wait to share it. Well, it's fine. But another thing is when are you scheduling posts, and how many posts are you doing? First of all, when, really, like right away in the morning, probably at lunch, and then, early evening, dinner time, and then evening is when I find, see how you could see seen by 6, seen by 8. Remember though, she only has 17 people. So that's not a very, seen by 14. If you're scheduling all your posts during the day, they're not gonna see it as much. So, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna bring it back to Karen's party. I only do 4 to 5 posts in a day. Now there's so much more I could talk about, you guys, but I don't want to have them get turned off. So that's my personal opinion. But I know I was talking, I don't know if Laura's on the line today, but Laura is going on a trip tomorrow, but she was scheduling her posts from 10 to 4 during the day. And I said, Laura, I don't think very many people are actually actively participating because, I'm gonna not show you this one, because they're not looking at it. Okay, who did I have last week? I wanna show you, okay, so here I did stock up, and I did a little game thing, and I put the directions below, and I actually gave more than I ever give. As you guys know, I don't give a lot away. I do a couple games, and it's like a seasoning packet from the new line. But for this month, I'm trying a beer bread. So look at that. I use that, and then I want to show you, I got a tip from her. I'm like, Karen, what'd you think of the party? She had like a $1,400 party. And she said it was really good. She goes, but when you do the door prize stuff, she goes, you should have the gift in the picture. She goes, I think you would have much better luck. So I did that, and I just want to show you. And I usually, I think it's party post, here it is. Party post 11. I think I do it on Wednesday night. I did it at Wednesday at 4:35. But see how this is in Canva, how this looks different than the one that said stock up. It's just, I had a lot more participation, 26 comments.
What
You're
is
seen by
Canva?
48. What's that?
What is Canva?
Canva, C-A-N-V-A. It's just you can go onto Canva and you can register a thing for 30 days free. Sheila, it lets you do this kind of stuff. It lets you create.
Like pic collage and a graphic design.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that how you did the picture at the top that had your dates on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly. That's how that happened. And I do, if you can, I mean, I think videos are huge. I do a welcome video in the very beginning that I just use for each one. But I think if you're courageous or you have the time, if you can do, you know, some more videos in here, I think rather than just, you know, I have a lot of what Tastefully Simple offers, but it's kind of boring. So if you can have some of your own pictures in there, do it. Okay, do
Tastefully
it.
Simple has a lot of videos too. They need to do more of that because that, I mean, 80% videos have such a higher read rate.
I agree.
As many videos as you can pull from TS or social is a good
Yep.
idea.
I thank you, Angie. And here I do the avocado one. I love the giddy up guac.
Yeah.
And then there's
There's
my,
cilantro that's really good. And
yep, there's
there's good ones for onion and garlic and those too. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then there's a sauce one too. So I agree. I guess I think I only do 2 videos, but now this is cool, isn't it? Party Post 5, 2 ingredients and you have a little bit of heaven. This was one of my hosts last week. Her daughter made this for her.
Oh, sure.
So of course I kept it.
Mm-hmm.
She used Adobe Spark. I actually need to set up a phone call with her. But anyway, you guys, yeah. So any questions on this? Otherwise, I'm going to stop share here.
Yeah, Sherry, I have a question. What do you use, or how do you do the beer bread game? What did you have them do to win the beer bread?
Yep. So let's go to that, Amy. Okay. So the party post, another thing the one gal said, although it's harder when you're scheduling it, is not to have so much verbiage here. You know what I mean? Like keep that short and sweet and then put the verbiage down here. So in this one, I was able to do that because I was going to be around. So basically game time details, post comment with ideas and how you use beer bread. You get a ticket for each one, you know, hop on the public website or share. And then the prize is a beer bread. And like I said, I don't usually do a full product, but I'm trying this for the month to see if it makes a difference. You know, to me, it makes a difference because it gets more engagement.
Okay.
And then they have till midnight. So then Central Standard Time, I don't stay up till midnight for Pete's sake. I just do it the next day. And then, you know, winner, right here.
You ship it to them then?
And at first I shipped it from my office. Duh. That was like $8 to ship it. So obviously I just go on and ship from that person's party. It's $6.99. And you can include a catalog for 40 cents.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I'm always going to do that, you guys, because normally I do, I don't know if you can see me because I'm sharing the screen, but I'm going to stop share for a second. Normally I do, come on, gallery, here we are. Normally I just do, like, what's this one? I just send a card, and this one is the Ultimate Steak Seasoning at 70 cents. Because I think I do one other game. I just do 2 games. Oh, it's that take a picture of your favorite appliance or whatever. It's just to get engagement. But there was one other thing I was going to share with you guys, and it went in and out.
I have some fun games if you guys want to share too.
Oh yeah, share fun
Okay,
games.
so I secretly got onto a Pampered Chef online because they are good at online.
Yeah.
I use their post and stuff, but the best one I have is you're going to a barbecue and start with A and do that. And I have like people who go through it 4 times before I can even get on there and say stop. It's crazy how they like that.
So if I'm going to a bar, will you share it on the team page?
I will share it. Yeah, going to a barbecue and like, so the first person does A and then B, you know, kind of like the old school game.
Yeah.
And then another one is if you can use gifts as much as possible.
Oh, yep.
You know,
Yep.
what kind of cook are you? A lot of people do that one. Mm-hmm.
Right. And, you know, Pampered Chef, and Mark does this. He does tickets. Do this, get 5 tickets. Do this, get 10 tickets. Do this, get 20 tickets. And honestly, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm doing it, but I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it because it is a lot.
I just am not going to do it. I don't do that at my tasting parties, and I've been extremely successful. I don't do a lot of giveaways. I don't do a lot of games. So it's like your online party is a reflection of you. I mean, if you want to do that, you can. But I want to stand out and be different. I don't want to be like Pampered Chef. I don't want to be like Norwex. I don't need that kind of stuff to get people engaged. We don't. Personal opinion, if you what you want to do and you're doing it and it's working, fine or great. You know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion. So it's really just find a host, find a couple people, you guys. It's out there. If you need help, you want to shadow one of my parties, private message me. I'd be happy to get you on. Some people are doing one night. I did that for a while. I am selfish. I don't want to commit one night, 8 nights or 6 nights in the summer. So that's why I'm doing the 4-day thing. And it seems to be working out really well. So, questions? Nothing?
Does anybody do it live at all for the shows?
I did live when I did the one night. I started out with a live, and that's how I did the door prize and welcome.
I talked to Desiree on the phone for a while, and she's got such great advice. And so I just do a quick live at the beginning, and kind of tell I had a funny story for one, and kind of what we're gonna do, and yeah. So I do just a quick live. Nobody really.
Yeah, Angie, I think it's great. I had my host go live at the end of my one-day ones, and it depends on the host, but you can really tell a good consultant if they're willing to get on, and then they talk about this and they talk about that. I guess
super short, like 4 minutes at the most, probably.
Oh yeah, and most of my hosts were like a minute or a minute and a half. They were, that makes me think too, when you're host coaching and you ask your host to put a picture of the product maybe they've made, or put a picture, or talk about this. I mean, also do a video. It's like, hey, some people love to do that kind of stuff. So good point, Angie. Anything else?
I am using Cinch Share and I love it.
Yeah.
So Amy, I noticed you've been on there because I've seen your name. Tell me why you would want to do Cinch Share over just scheduling it like I showed you guys.
Because I have all my posts like scheduled pre-party, like 2 days before. I have a folder, 1 day, the day of, and I can batch post it all at once. And you can do find replace. So if I know my last host name was Stacy and now my host name is Missy, I find Stacy in all my posts and replace it with Missy, and then batch post it within like 2 or 3 hours of each post.
What do you mean batch post it?
So I have the whole day of the party planned out, my videos, my posts, everything. And you set an interval of how often you want it to post, and it posts it all to that party in one click.
Okay, in one click. Okay.
Yes.
I suppose once you do one party, then you could just change the name. Because you saw me when I was talking about it on the group, how you can schedule it. Yeah.
And I was doing that. I was copying and posting, so I would have like 3 or 4 parties going on at once. But this is way easier because I can post to all 3 or 4 parties at one time rather than copy and paste.
Okay.
Over and over and over and schedule.
I agree.
I was doing that, and I was spending about 2 hours a night copying and posting to everybody's party.
Okay. So Amy, would you be willing to share with us, not tonight, but maybe another time I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, their customer support is amazing, and they do so much education videos on Facebook, and it's a 30-day free trial, so I don't even start paying for it till I think next week I start paying for it.
And it's only it's $10 a month.
Right. And if you sign up for 1 year, it's $100. So then it ends up being like $8 a month.
So that's
when more parties than one at one time, right? Too, can't you?
Yes. Yeah. So I do all my parties in groups on my personal Facebook page, like you do, Sherry.
Yep.
And then I link my business group to it. and then it updates it in my Cinch share, and I just click which box I want for which party, and boom.
So
When I had that $5.99 today for Warmy cheese potato dip. I had it all out to all my parties this morning, and then I rescheduled again for tonight.
okay, super. So that is what Mark
Wow.
P does. I mean, that's what he has done, and then he trains his team to do that. And that's why his team sales are so good, because it's, once you figure out the system, meaning Cinch share and Canva, it's very easy.
I haven't figured out Canva yet, and that's what my next goal is to learn.
Okay. So what helped you the most, Amy? You went, because I'm on that Facebook group too, and maybe I just haven't spent enough time, or I'm like, someone show me.
I tried to troubleshoot a lot and learn how to do it on my own. And then if I had problems, because I did have problems in the beginning, trying to get my group to come into my Cinch share account, you just send a help ticket with screenshots, and they came back to me. They even walked me through step by step how to do it. So
Okay.
easy, so familiar. So, I mean, I just can't say enough about their customer service. Really good.
Okay. So Amy, I may talk to you later.
Okay.
Not tonight, but we'll
Nope.
talk another time. But I may have you do a little bit something sometime here. But anyway, Amy's right. It's Cinch share and then it's Canva. And what I showed you works, but I agree, Amy. I find like, why am I taking all this time? So from now till we do a training, just do it that way. But if you're really good, go to Cinch share and you'll save a lot of time.
Yes. And the Canva is free with Cinch share.
Yep. So good. Thanks, Amy.
Yep.
All right, guys. Anything else? Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Feel free to reach
Yep.
out to me if you have any additional questions. Otherwise, thanks for joining us and good luck on your parties.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.